Johnston was held beautifully. Lovely tackle by Darryl Neville, and in came the winger Harrington to smother him. That fight is still going on behind play. Here's the penalty to St George, and now the touch judge has come in. This one's developed. We've got players on both sides of the field, and there are two fights going on. Well, it doesn't matter which grandstand you're in, you've got plenty of action right in front of you.
Well, it's just started up again with Rampling and Craig Young right over on the far side on the touchline.
Yeah, they're going to have all sorts of trouble breaking this up. Bill Hardy's involved there. O'Grady and Rogers. And there's just no way this is going to cool down for a while. Graham Wynn's got two. He's got Niscott and David Boyle to contend with. Referee's whistle is still going. And I think now finally a little bit of sense has prevailed.
Well, this really became an ugly scene after a while. The scrum broke up. It was inevitable. I watched the first scrum that was set, which only went down a couple of minutes ago, and it almost broke up into a fight. Players were grappling with each other, but the second one certainly did, and it was on, and then the play came right over to the near side touchline. There were two fights on opposite sides of the field. The players from the near side of the field broke theirs up and decided they'd join the other one, and it really became a very ugly scene with players fighting outside the far side touchline. I don't know what the referee will do to sort this one out. Some players could well find themselves in the sin bin or off for the entire game.
Well, Craig Young has really felt that, and he's given as well as he's got, I can tell you. And he'll just wait for the touch judge's report before the referee can sort this out. Let's just go back to it. The fact that the penalty has been awarded to St George on the grandstand side of the field, with the South Sydney defence, when those players who were still playing football at the time refused to get off the St George ball carrier to let him play the ball. A penalty has gone to St George, but this fight broke out before that, and now we've got the touch judge reporting to the referee. Steve Rogers, the skipper of the St George side for the day. Remarkable thing here, the clock is still ticking away. The referee didn't have time to signal time off. Maybe the official timekeepers have...
South Sydney players in defence.
Well, this is shades of Lang Park. In fact, there are three altercations over on the right, and on the left now it's erupted there too. I'll tell you what, you need very wide-angle binoculars to see it in one go. That's what's happening on the right. Now this is what's happening over on the left. In the meantime, it's still going on the right. They've gone again. I thought it had been quenched, but it hasn't. They're throwing lefts and rights. Mario Fennick, Graham O'Grady, Hardy. Well, I'll tell you what, there's only now 5 players left on the field of play. They're still fighting, and the crowd is booing. Well, if that was the preliminary, I'll tell you what, the main event will be a nice old Donnybrook. And if you're watching Ron McAuliffe, yes, you're right. I think that was worse than Lang Park.